ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, guys, we'll be featuring only one TikTok. I'm just a bit tired, alright? 4,000-year-old mummies also need a rest, and I think you'll appreciate it too. But it's a really emotionally charged video about a woman that decided to divorce because of the trauma she experienced, alright? The people who fought in the Vietnamese War, that's like children's playground compared to the trauma that this woman had to endure and all the hardships. But before that, I have to make a public service announcement, alright? Probably the most important one I've done since I have this channel. So let's take a listen.
We've got a Sagittarius full moon on Thursday, May 23rd, and it has abundance written all over it. Because the ruling planet of this full moon, Jupiter, is conjunct Venus at the 29th degree of Taurus. The meeting of the two benefics in Venus's home sign can help you find material success. Or you can alchemize the creative and the spiritual given these planets' alignment with the fixed star Alcyone and a harmonious aspect with Neptune.
Alright, enough, man, enough. I don't understand 50% of the words you're using. Alright. Now, I'm just stupid like that. Maybe you guys understand this guy and you realize that it's the time to alchemize the spiritual and the creative. And you know all about Alcyone and its harmonious aspect with Neptune. Right? But what is a fixed star anyway? Like, really, man, I don't understand 50% of the words you're using. I just wanted to make a, little funny moment in this video, but now I'm just mad, alright? I'm frustrated because I'm not as enlightened as these guys. I often make fun of these, zodiac signs because they're absolutely irrelevant to your life and they're a bunch of word salads. But in reality, I'm just making fun of something I don't even grasp, right? I don't understand this. I'm a troglodyte, guys. And these people are just years ahead of me. They're just levels above me. They're so enlightened and understanding. And I'm just a little, troglodyte. Is what I am. So I can only be frustrated at the things I don't understand. I cannot alchemize anything. I cannot, take hold of my life because I just don't understand where Alcyone is and all that. And all the words he said that I don't understand. But now, guys, enough about this. I'm just lost. Lost is who I am. So I hope you can make some profit out of this whole Sagittarius moon. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event. So I hope you can fix something about yourself. But now, guys, let's move on to the most heartbreaking, emotionally charged TikTok you will ever see. And then we'll take a look at a couple of funny Reddit stories.
That women need to feel seen, heard, and cherished in relationships. And when they're not, they exit stage left. I was reminded...
No, they don't exit. Women, if you want to exit, or you are thinking that maybe I will exit, just don't get married. Alright? Just don't get married. It's that easy. If you're thinking about exit, marriage is not for you. You can have your relationships, your situationships that you can exit as much as you want. Left, right, center, you can do whatever you want. But don't get into a marriage, promise in front of God or society or whomever, and then say, I don't feel cherished, so exit stage left, stage right, whatever. No, that's not what you promised, right? Let's try and be honest human beings and not pieces of trash.
Recently as to why I made my exit in a particular relationship. I was with this person and we were in the same space and we had to do a thing. And I said, I'm going to get ready for the day and then I'm going to go for a walk. And then when I come back, we can go do the thing. If you want to get ready while I'm gone, then we can go do the thing. And he said, okay. And I got ready. In the common space we were in, I took clothes out of a bag. I took my get ready bag out, which he's familiar with these things. And I went around the corner and I did the things. Brushed my teeth. I washed my face. I got dressed. I put my earrings in. I put my face on. I looked fresh. And I came out from around the corner and I put my bag back down. I put my pajamas in a different bag, the whole thing. And I said, I'm ready now. I'm going to go for a walk. I'll be back in about an hour. I came back after an hour and he was still in bed. It's fine. There's time. And I said, do you want to get ready? And then we'll go? And he said, well, don't you want to get ready? tell you the wound he hit and the triggering.
Sorry guys, can I get any information about you? Maybe you understood the story better, but I just got lost with all the thing. I went to do the thing and he did this thing and I had to do things and I told him after these things we'll do this thing. Like I didn't understand the story. Is she talking about S3X? What is going on? But the main point here is he didn't, you know, do all the things that she expected him to do. Wow, just if this is not a reason for divorce, I don't know what is.
I have more healing to do around that, but it shut me down. I wasn't prepared for that.
There was a text up here above that said, if you find this ridiculous, yes, I do. I find this reason for divorce ridiculous. So if you do, she says, you really haven't experienced how it feels to not be seen, to not be appreciated, to not be cherished. Wow. You haven't experienced it, guys. You don't know what this woman is talking about. You've never had someone not fulfill all your expectations, all right? So you don't know what she's talking about. You don't know the utter devastation that this sort of behavior brought up, you know, to her. Now, men have their expectations as well, and interestingly enough, they could also make the point that you don't fulfill all of them. Like, they will be much happier if every day after work you did some manual labor, or you had some, you know, interest in bedroom fun, or you were active for once instead of laying there like a, you know, bear rug. You know these bear rugs that they've skinned off a bear and it just is splocked there on the ground, you know, smashed on the ground. That's how a lot of these women lay, guys. Yes, men will be more interested if you were more S3 actually active, yet they don't get a divorce just because you're dry. All right, the amount of men that are living in S3X-less marriages is high, yet they don't get divorced, or most of them at least, you know. It's interesting to think, guys, but when you think about it, relationships end when the women feel disappointed. When a man feels disappointed, he tries to better things, he tries to fix things, he tries to put the blame on him, he tries to take accountability, he tries to change himself, he tries to make things better. This is the approach that men have. Women, they may do that for a couple days, maybe a week, and after that they're gone. All right, after that they're all right, bye. Things didn't change for X amount of time. Sorry, but if you have this attitude, you just don't deserve a marriage. And I'm of the belief that women are not meant to fix things, neither are they good at taking accountability. Yes, but at least a minimal amount of that is required, all right? You're not a child, you're a woman. Even though we don't require of you to fix things on the relationship and take the same amount of accountability that a man does, at least have some minimal, you know, background of having accountability, trying to fix things, trying to improve your life, instead of just giving the silent treatment and pointing with your little finger everything you don't like.
Probably seemed insignificant to that person, but to me, it reminded me of why I exited stage left. I thought, clearly made up, dressed, ready to go. I had stated that I was getting ready for the day. I was ready for the day. And I looked at him and I said, I am ready. I told you I was going to get ready for the day and go for a walk. I'm dressed. And I found myself in that same cycle of trying to explain everything that he couldn't see because he didn't see me and he didn't hear me. And it hit hard. It is so important that people in general are seen, heard, and cherished. And if you don't feel these things, it's okay to exit stage left.
No, it's not okay. F you. That's what I'm going to tell you. Go knock yourself out. You just ruined the life of that man, which he didn't deserve. Now, I'm not saying that man was a gem. I'm not saying he was a diamond, the perfect man. No. But how about fixing things? How about, if you're going to exit stage for this bullcrap, just don't get married. Do us all a favor. Also, have you considered the fact that maybe this man was a mime and he actually responded to you, but you were facing back because you were changing and you didn't see his message that he's not gonna be ready in time, I don't know. I don't feel like this woman has considered that option. So we're gonna leave her there. And you know what's the best advice I can give you guys? Leave this woman in the back of your mind. Don't think about her, forget about her, and don't get involved with women like her, alright? This type of woman that gives up at the first battle when things get tough, try and not make them part of your life, right? One of the best advice I've ever gotten from people who are older than me is that you can always find someone for the good times, all right? When it comes to relationships, you can always find someone to go on cinemas, to go to the cinema with, to watch movies, to hold hand, you know, to give them flowers, to have nice romantic walks on the park, and drink champagne from one another, you know, to have S3X. The good stuff that everybody likes, yes, you can always find a woman to do that. But finding a woman that will actually stay with you when you're going through a depression, when you're having it tough at work, when you don't feel so good about yourself, when you have struggles, when you don't get along, yeah, that's hard. That's the key thing, right? And it just turns out, guys, something that these women don't understand, life is made up of both things. Good things and bad things, romantic periods and dry periods. Good periods, bad periods, alright? Life is not made as a fairy tale, Disney, Lala storyland, you know? Which is what these women expect, and thus they quit on the first hardship. So if you don't find a woman that is not going to be there in the good and the bad, just don't get involved with these harpies, alright? You'll be much more appreciative of your life, and you'll live in peace rather than dealing with these home wreckers. But now, guys, let's wipe off the tears of our face after this emotionally charged video, after enduring 1/100th of this woman's trauma that she had to experience. Let's switch on to something more funny and entertaining, and it's rage stories. So the first one says, I have been told I have too much masculine energy and to be a softer female. What am I doing that's turning off men? Having too much masculine energy and not being a softer female. If I had to take a guess, hope this was helpful. But she says, I am super feminine in the way I look and take care of myself, makeup, hair, etc., and feminine in the way I dress. I am, excuse me, they just write a little confusing. And I am super athletic, independent. Have masculine hobbies, I guess. I enjoy rough, aggressive bedroom fun and prefer masculine men. Preferring masculine men already means that you are feminine, right? I have been told I'm too much masculine energy and I need to be softer, more feminine. What am I doing wrong with my behavior? I don't act like a man at all. Please help, I want to improve. So this woman, guys, not masculine at all. The fact that she wants to improve, you know, and that she's seeking help is already, you know, quite feminine, or at least, you know, she's taking accountability. She wants to fix things. She's not your average, you know, I don't need no man, independent type of woman. I think all women enjoy this that I've highlighted here. And look, there's nothing wrong with being athletic, having masculine hobbies. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I think that a lot of men would like it, you know, for women to show more interest in, I don't know, cars, or like I have friends, you know, who are really good mechanics and they're female. So I don't think no one is rubbed in the wrong way with that. But look, I mean, probably there's something you're not telling us. And the things that men don't like when it comes to masculine is being confrontative and wanting to lead a relationship, or not allowing your male counterpart to do that, right? Because I tell you what, guys, all women want to be led. Even the redhead feminists, they also want to be led. It's just they won't admit it, right? But they want to be led. They feel well when they are led. It's just oftentimes they don't allow their boyfriends to do it, and then both people are miserable, that relationship. But other than being confrontative, I don't think that most of these things that this woman mentioned, men will have an issue with. Like, men have an issue when women curse like sailors, you know, from experience, from what I've seen, or when they just, you know, have some unethical behaviors, if I can phrase it that way. But most of these things, guys, I don't find an issue with them. I think that this woman is missing on something. But now, let's move on to the other one. Are there men who still give flowers? No, by the way. There's no man on this planet Earth that gives flowers. Not one, alright? The shops that sell flowers, they're just money laundering. Because no man buys them, right? So this woman says, I think giving flowers to someone is such a sweet gesture. But in my 26 years of life, I've never once received flowers from anyone. Even after saying to one of my exes that I would like to receive some flowers one day, they never got me one. That's a red flag. That just tells you the kind of man that this woman is after. And it just makes me so sad because I don't feel like I'm expecting something impossible. Sometimes I buy flowers for myself. She can buy herself flowers. She can write her own name in the sand. But once in a while, it would feel nice if someone showed me some kind of sweet gesture. But it never happens. This is a red flag. Personally, me, guys, I'm a bit of a Don Juan. You know, I'm a hopeless romantic, if I can say so. You know, I'm a modern day Romeo, and I've given flowers to girlfriends, and that one time to my crush. But that is a cringe story. But anyway, at least in my country, a lot of men buy flowers. Now, I will assume it's the same in the USA. You let me know. But come on, like, nobody has gifted you flowers, really? It just speaks of the men you're choosing, right? Here's my point. A lot of men will be willing to gift you flowers. A lot of them. And you go for the ones who don't. You go for the ones who you have to specifically tell them, can you buy them flowers? And they still don't do. Like, they care so little about you that even after you mention it, they just couldn't care less. Alright? I don't know, but from my take, guys, this woman just not picking the right man. Because in today's society, there are still a lot of men that will, you know, buy flowers and be traditional and all that. Even for dates, we're not talking about girlfriends anymore. Even for your average date, there are a lot of men that will do that. But these women just don't pick them, right? These women, they want romanticism, but only if you're a Chad in the first place. If you're just romantic, but you're not a Chad, they couldn't care less, right? And it's the same with the nice guys. They don't care about nice guys. They only care about Chad. They wouldn't go for a solely romantic guy, but they will go solely for a Chad that is not romantic and doesn't possess any other quality that they like other than being attractive. They will go for that guy. So, pick better, man. Is my advice here. But gentlemen, what do you think? What are your thoughts? I'll leave you off here, kind of a short video. I just had to take a rest from these women. And I hope you were entertained by this video and could also take a rest. Tomorrow we'll continue with the usual cringe and the usual mental draining, brain cell unaliving content. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.